Yes.
We're going to see horses today.
Oh, I know. I am so excited.
We're at Marion Oaks Elementary School.
Yeah.
And the kids are waiting right over there.
Yes.
And they're waiting for some horses.
Gypsy Varner Horses.
I keep forgetting that name.
Yeah, Gypsy Varner Horses.
So I can't wait to see them myself. I live in horse country, whatever this is called, horse capital.
Horse capital of the world.
And I don't
Marion
know.
County, Florida.
And I don't know anything about horses. So when we do the radio show, every once in a while, I would be a little horse.
Yeah, right.
I feel like I'm a little horse right now, actually.
But this is very cool because we have the fourth grade students here, and they're waiting on the Gypsy Varner horses that are going to be coming shortly. And this is all about their Black Stallion reading event. So important. All of the fourth grade students get the Black Stallion books. And it's just so excited. People from the equine industry is here. Olympic equestrian gold medalist David O'Connor is here. So many people that really support the students and instill in them the love of reading.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? The world spins fine.
On her own.
The world spins fine on her own.
Hi, we're at Marion Oaks Elementary School in Ocala, Florida, and we're speaking with Principal Lisa Dreher. Is that correct?
That's good.
And today is a very special event. It is April the 4th, 2022, and this is all about the Black Stallion Literacy Project.
Yes, ma'am. We're excited because we have a host of people from our Black Stallion board and the school district that are going to help us kick off this amazing project, the Black Stallion Project. Our fourth grade students will be reading the book, The Black Stallion, in May, and so they're going to get a first-hand experience by getting to see the horses today.
And that's one of the special parts of this event. How are the books going to be delivered?
They're going to be delivered via the horses on a carriage.
I like that.
Oh, yes.
And they're Gypsy Varner horses?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
So we're anxiously awaiting their arrival.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Good.
Our
Well,
kids
thank
are
you.
excited. They can't wait to see them.
I'm excited.
I am too. Me too.
Robin, look who we found.
I know, Kevin Christian. He's the Director of Public Relations for Marion County Public Schools.
Hello, my friends. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
Too long.
And the one thing that really got us wanting to come here, horses.
Horses, absolutely.
Yeah.
What better place to have horses than at one of our elementary schools?
And what is the feature that distinguishes this kind of, what is it called again?
The Black
Black
Stallion
Stallion
Reading
Reading
Project.
Project.
No, I mean the horse.
Oh, the
The
Gypsy
Gypsy
Varner.
Vanners.
Gypsy Varner.
Yeah, which I understand started like I don't know if they were started right here in Marion County, but they were introduced to America here in America.
Oh,
in
really?
Marion County. Something like that. Yeah,
And these are the ones with the long hair?
we'll find out.
Oh, you don't know either. Okay, we're all going to learn together.
Well, this is a pretty exciting event, though, Kevin. You always bring something special to the students of Marion County.
Well, the Ocala Horse Alliance is actually the one who brought life back to this project. Years ago, we had the Black Stallion Literacy Project that was brought to us by a group of women in Ocala, and that went away after a number of years, and the Ocala equine industry kind of revved it up again. And you know, many kids will never get the opportunity to come face to face with a horse in their lifetimes. I mean, unless you live on a farm or you're involved with horses, you typically don't have that kind of an encounter.
Even in horse country.
Even in horse country. But this changes that. Not only do students read about horses, learn about horses, they experience horses.
And that's really pretty amazing because the students, the earlier they are to be exposed to everything, the more they'll have a passion for something and make that their career.
What we hope it turns into is a passion for reading.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the most important thing. 'Cause
Absolutely.
if you can read, you can do anything.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you guys for being here. We
Oh,
love
thank
having you here.
Of course. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Nancy Thrower is here from the Marion County School Board. And what are we doing today?
Today we are here for the second annual kickoff of the Black Stallion Reading Project, and it is a project that is so near and dear to my heart. I grew up reading the Walter Farley series. I actually have one of my favorite books today that I am going to donate to Marion
nice.
Oaks Elementary School, The Black Stallion and the Girl, so I think you might notice a little bit of a connection there.
I think little girls especially like horses. Love horses.
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
They do. And anything that helps kids connect their passion to reading, you're going to get a lot more reading, that's for sure.
Yeah,
So,
right. So it's a good connection, especially here what's it? Horse country, right?
Horse country.
That's
yeah.
right, the
Horse
horse capital
capital.
and
That's
the
it.
speed skating capital of the world.
Oh, that's right. We now changed that too.
Yeah, 3
Right,
Olympians.
right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do we have an Olympian here today? I think Robin said there was one coming.
Probably. We have many here in Ocala that are here for the winter for hits and for World Equestrian Center horse shows, and that some of them are here year round now. So we're really blessed to have some amazing athletes in Marion County.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Nancy.
You bet.
Thank you. Hi, we're here today and we're speaking with the ladies from the Ocala Horse Alliance, and they're in charge of the partnership with the Black Stallion Reading Project with Marion County Public Schools. Can you tell us how you got involved with this and how you're spearheading this?
Yeah, hi, I'm Tina. I'm a retired eventer, rider, and I just love the project because it brings a bunch of horse people together, and the Ocala Horse Alliance is really important to this community and to the children, and they get a nice book and one of my favorite books in my lifetime, so I like to support that.
And what made you gravitate toward this project?
Well, I'm a former teacher, and when I was teaching first grade, we did Little Black, the book, it was also a program for the first graders, a reading program, and so I just wanted to help out because I'm a big fan of educating and reading, and so just kind of got involved that way.
Which came first, the love of horses or the love of reading?
Oh, the love of reading and the love of horses.
Did one lead to the other?
Yes, it did. One pretty much led to the other. Yeah, because kids should learn to read, and reading can take you places that you may never go. And the experiences are just amazing, and I love horses and can read all about them.
And how are you involved with the project?
Well, I have a very unique story, I think, for this group. I was involved in the original project that used to work out of Arabian Nights down in Kissimmee, Florida, called the Black Stallion Literacy Project. I was a former teacher, and I'm a horse person, and I got involved down there for 7 years. And so when I moved up here and found out that they were starting the program again, I was tremendously excited. So here I am.
Very good. And which came first for you, reading or horses?
Horses.
And Claudia, how are you involved in
Oh, hi there. I'm Claudia Parkhurst. And how am I involved in this? First of all, I think, I know when I was a child, I was conceived with the I Love Horses gene.
Oh, really?
So that came first, and reading was easy. Read every horse book there was, especially the Black Stallion. And I was thinking as an adult, what fun it would have been if that were my reading book in 4th grade, or as a teacher of 4th graders. What a great project this is. I promote reading. It's so important. If you can read, you can do anything, and if we can get children interested in reading through horses, I think it's just the best gift we can give them. I'm happy to be a volunteer with Ocala Horse Alliance, who's behind this project, and I look forward to doing this for many years with them. And I'm so glad you allowed us to be here.
Oh, absolutely. The cliche, I guess, is you learn to read you learn to read till 3rd grade, and then you read to learn from then on, right?
Yes, although I must say, my reading of horse books was just for pure joy because I loved them. And yes, that is true. And what we're hoping here is that we plant that seed in these children about horses, so when they go on to think about careers later on living in Marion County, there are so many possibilities in the horse industry for them to be employed.
Absolutely.
And they're right here, so why not take advantage of that?
Yeah, this is the perfect place, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi, we're here today with David O'Connor, and you're so special because you're so involved with the children here at Marion Oaks Elementary, but you're also an Olympian.
Yeah, no, this is a great project. I mean, you think about, not just from the horse thing, obviously that's personal to me, but, books create imagination. So, that's why it's so important, I think, to get everybody started. And it's what led us to do the things we did. Horses have taken me all over the world. I've been pretty lucky with that. And you know, from Olympic Games to just places all over the world that the horses have taken me. So, you know, you're always just trying to pass that on to the next person.
And when you have experience, you're competing in the Olympics with other Olympians, I'll bet that you've had some children and students there in those arenas that you've influenced and then have questions, a lot of questions to ask you.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of hope so. It's that certainly is a moment that is quite special, you know, and it's a once in a lifetime thing. And so it's an inspirational thing to be a part of as much as anything else. So, you know, you hope that the next person gets to see that inspiration and gets to strive for those goals.
And you actually are spearheading this event.
Well, yes, I mean, there's a lot of people involved here that are getting this. It's such a good program for getting kids involved with not just horses but with reading. It's such a kind of a conglomeration and coming together of so many different people to make this happen. So it's fun to be a part of it.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you are here in Marion County the whole time.
I do.
So you are so hugely accessible to the students and the children, not with your love of horses, but also with your love of reading.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm a huge reader, always have been since I was a little kid. And, you know, and I think, like I said, it spurs imagination. And I think that's the biggest thing that reading does. You see the pictures, you see that place, you go to other places. And to get anybody involved in that, and especially with kids early, that's the same way they use their imagination that way. You know, that's what we all want.
Very good. Yeah, the teachers were saying reading came first and then the love of horses.
Yeah.
In your case, was it the other way around?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of born into it, you know, not in a huge way, but my mother was very involved with the horses. And so, you know, and I've gotten to do so many different things with the horses, not just the competing, but just your everyday training and traveling the world and traveling the country. So that wouldn't have happened realistically without the horses involved in my life.
Well, that's exciting.
Well, the students are very blessed to have you here
Oh,
today.
thank you.
And
Thanks.
your passion for the welfare of the students and your love of reading.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Okay,
much.
perfect.
At this time, I would like to gently Poster and Joshua White to come and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Bonnie Heath.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everybody. Bonnie Heath, lifelong resident of Marion County. How many people in this group went to the 4th grade in Marion County School? You guys raise your hand, come on. See there, you got something on this group up here. They didn't go to school here. How about that? I'm part of the Ocala Horse Alliance, and I'm honored to be here. And I want you to know that when Ellie Truman, who is our Chief Executive Officer and Presidency and all that stuff, when Ellie came to the board with this idea about the Black Stallion Project, I thought she'd lost her mind. And it has turned into, last year and this year, has turned into one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done. So it's special. You live in a special area. It's about reading a book, but it's also about the horse industry. And keep that in mind. It's about all the different varieties of breeds of horses that are in this county.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, let's try that again, guys. Good morning. There you go. I know you're excited and you're looking for those horses, and so am I. And so it's such a privilege to be out here with all of you. I can't thank enough our board members that are here, Vice Chair Campbell, board member Ms. Thrower. They're great bosses and great support of everything we're doing in schools. Principal Dreer, thank you for hosting us today. And I also want to do a special thank you to the Ocala Horse Alliance. This partnership is really unique and special. I don't know of this partnership anywhere else in the country. Anywhere else in the country, guys. So we are so lucky and blessed to have these wonderful folks in our community that not only realize and are dedicated to equestrian programs, but also understand the importance of reading. Do you know when you read, you can go anywhere you want in your mind in the world? Right? Isn't that exciting? And you can learn about horses. I was on a horse a couple weeks ago, and it made my whole week how exciting it is to be outside and enjoy it. So I don't know, boys and girls, if you know that this is the horse capital of the world. Did you know that? The horse capital of the world. Yes, and so there are opportunities here in our own community that you can do, and you can actually enjoy horses. You can actually work with horses for a living when you graduate from school one day. So we are just so privileged, again, to have this partnership, especially with literacy and reading. So thank you all for all that you're doing to support our school. And boys and girls, I know you're anxious and looking forward to seeing those horses coming, and so am I. So enjoy, and thanks to everyone.
That's okay. Last year, we did a press conference at World Equestrian Center, and we had some school board members ride into the arena on horses. Well, Dr. Gullett didn't get to do that. And she is going to, there are going to be some new additions this coming fall. We're going to do the same type presentation next coming fall. And Dr. Gullett is going to do that. So just in case, to let her practice and get her wardrobe right, she has to put this on for you today. You have to practice. We all have to practice. So put that on and see what happens. What do you think, kids? There we go. Okay. Very good. All right, she's all set. Going to introduce to you now somebody that's extra special. There are not many gold medal winners in Marion County, but we happen to have Mr. David O'Connor with us today, and he's a gold medal Olympian in eventing. And he can explain to you what eventing is. And his farm happens to be the sponsor for your school, Marion Oaks Elementary. And so if you talk real nice to Mr. David, he might get you to come visit him at his farm. I don't know. I don't want to put words in his mouth. But anyway, give a big warm round of applause for David. He's a world-class guy.
Hi guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing? It's a gorgeous day, huh, today? Yeah. That's really cool. So can you imagine that if you get up in the morning and you got a gorgeous day like this, that you get to go hop on a horse? Would that be fun? Yeah. Absolutely. That's a lot of fun, and that's actually part of my life, right? I get to do that every day, right? Just ride horses, be around horses. And obviously that's a really cool and fun thing to do. And then horses have taken me all over the world. Still travel all over the world with horses. We fly horses. We're flying horses next week to England. Can you imagine flying a horse to England? So we have horses that are going to compete in England here in a couple of weeks, and they're going to get on a plane and literally go on over. And they're real comfortable with it. They like it. And they're going to go compete in an event called Badminton over in England. So it's a lot of fun. I've been able to go to the Olympic Games, a couple of Olympic Games, won some medals. And here in the United States, got to do that. I've competed in Atlanta and won medals there, which is a lot of fun, because obviously the crowd's a little partisan, I would say. They like this. So the horses have taken me, as I said, the horses have taken me over the world. And if you didn't think about it, and there's a way that you can go around the world with horses too, and that is through this. I want everybody to close their eyes for a second. Close your eyes. Now can you imagine that you're on an island in the middle of the ocean, and your only companion that you have on that island is a horse? Can you see it? Can you see that island? Can you see that horse? Absolutely. So that's what this book can do. And books like this, they take you places. They take you places so you can see places around the world, be a part of something that happens around the world. And so that's why the reading is so important, right? It's such a good program. We're really, I think all of us, are very excited to be a part of this program and try to produce it and try to go with that. And I will say, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm a huge reader, so it's just obviously really important to me. And then hopefully, if we can all arrange it in this next years or so, I would like to invite the guys to the farm. And you can come see our horses and touch them and play around and see what we do, because my sport, we jump fences. We jump fences that are pretty high, and we jump fences that are pretty fast, and these horses love this game. They love this game. You can't make them do it. It's like anything else. You can't make them do it. They're going to do it because they love it. So we can come out there and show you what we do and have you guys get a little glimpse of what horses can do to people's lives and what people can do to horses' lives in both ways. So I really want to thank you. We'll arrange that hopefully in the next, whenever we can do it, we'll arrange it over the summer. And have you guys come out and kind of see what we do. Okay, so thanks for allowing me to be here. Thanks for being part of it. I'm happy that we're kind of the sponsor of you guys, our farm, and we hope that we can see you soon and see you come out here. So everybody, I want you to be able to read this, right? And go to that place in your mind. Let your imagination run. It's pretty cool. All right, see you guys later. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Okay, next we have Jennifer Beck, and she is going to tell you about a program called the Brag Tag program, and she knows a heck of a lot more about it than I do, so pay attention.
All right, good morning, fourth grade students. I am excited to be here with you today. In your hand, you have a bookmark. I want you to quietly look at your bookmark for me. Right down at the bottom, we have something called a QR code. Here is the cool thing about a QR code. If you or your family take their cell phone or your cell phone and open up your camera and hover over it, what will happen is a link will come up. And the link that it will take you to is the Horse Alliance website. There's all kinds of wonderful things on there, but the thing I want to draw your attention to is that there is going to be a number of free horse events that you and your family can participate in. And if you go and participate in any one of those horse events, we will have something there for you called a brag tag. And you can earn a number of brag tags. This is the one time, boys and girls, it's great to brag about something because you are learning all about horses. The other way that you can earn a brag tag is if you do a little research. If you choose a horse breed, do a little research and write something for your teacher. And boys and girls, what's happening tomorrow? Writing. So I know you all are excellent writers here at Marion Oaks. So if you will do me a favor, if you can write about that horse breed, and if you turn that into your teacher, that is another way that you can earn a brag tag. For every brag tag you earn, you are entered in to win a special prize. And what I'm hearing is that there are some Black Stallion book bags that are going to be given away. So I am super excited about that. So boys and girls, remember, this is not only about reading the book, this is learning all about horses and all the wonderful things that we have going on in Marion County that are connected to our horse industry. I'm going to turn it back over.
Big hand for Ellie Truman. Like I said, this lady made all this happen, so we wouldn't be here otherwise. And I thought she lost her mind when she came up with this idea. And it's been so super. You guys over a debt of gratitude.
Thank you, Bonnie, but I didn't do this alone. Trust me. When you have an organization like this, and the Ocala Horse Alliance, it only happens because people volunteer, they get involved. Everybody here from the Ocala Horse Alliance, the volunteers, the riders, they all love horses. And they want to share that love with you. And they want to share the understanding of horses and what horses can bring to your life. It's important to know, too, as we talk about horses and the horse industry, there are lots of jobs here in Ocala that involve the horse industry. I bet you've ever heard, raise your hand if you've ever heard of a farrier. A farrier, not too many, but let me explain. A farrier is the person that comes and they trim the horse's feet. Horses' feet grow almost like your fingernails, and they need to be trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks. So my horses get new pair of shoes a lot more often than I do. And I have to tell you, their shoes are much more expensive than my shoes. That's why I wear these shoes all the time. Only my horses get new shoes. But the person that puts those shoes on is called a farrier, and he works and he goes around to different farms, trims their feet, puts on horseshoes, and they make a very, very good living. Trust me, I pay mine every 6 weeks, and I write them a big check every 6 weeks. So, well, it depends on what they get done to their feet. It depends if they have special shoes. It can be $200 per horse, depending on what shoes. So if a farrier can do, I'm going to test your math skills. If a farrier can do 10 horses in one day, and they all get those special $200 shoes, how much do they make a day? How much? $2,000 a day somebody can make if you're a farrier. You do 10 horses a day. It's a great career option that maybe you might want to think about. There are other horse careers. Obviously, you know about veterinarians and vet techs, and those you go to school for. Certainly, veterinarian, you want to have a career in the medical field. You want to be a veterinarian. You go to school for a long time, but it's a great career. Vet techs are also, you can go to a 2-year school and get a vet tech degree. The College of Central Florida, which is local here, one of the deans, Rob Wolf, is here with us today. They have great programs that focus on the equine industry and a whole department called Equine Studies. And there you can go and learn about horses. They can train you for a career with horses, and you can and use that career to get some very wonderful jobs in the Ocala area in Marion County. Some of the other jobs that are offered in the horse market is a braider. You know, when horses go to fancy horse shows, they have their mane braided, and that's a form what horses, it's a formal horse show when they get braided. Braiders also make a very good living. They braid horses in the middle of the night. Doing one horse is $110. Now, if they braid 10 horses overnight, how much is that? Okay, 10 horses, $100 a horse. How much is that? $1,000, very good. That's $1,000 a night that you can make, and they work 5 nights a week. So how much do they make in a week? $5,000. Give that girl a badge. Great. No, the girl up back. So anyway, there's some really good careers that you want to look at when you're thinking of careers and getting involved in horses. The great part about this program is it's a reading program. No matter what career you're going to think about, reading is going to be critical to whatever career, whatever job you want to have, however successful in life you want to be. Reading is going to be your #1 skill that you will need, and hope that you have great reading skills. That's your key to success. So never forget that. Reading is your key to success. The second thing is that in this program, you're going to get to be acquainted with horses. You're going to read the Black Stallion. You're going to be able to keep that book. When you leave school at the end of the school year or the summer, you're going to be able to take that book with you. You can share it with your brothers and sisters, and you can reread it a number of times. It's always good to reread books sometimes. But it's a great program. Look at the Brad Tech program, and we're going to be introducing more options as we go along for involvement with horses. So, how many like to read? Is that everybody? No. Well, if you don't like to read now, you're going to like to read after you read the Black Stallion. I assure you of that. So I am so very thankful that we're able to do this program with you. It is our pleasure to help bring the knowledge of horses, but most importantly, it's our really sincere intent to help you learn and appreciate reading. That is going to be your critical skill. Thank you so much. Hopefully the horses will be here very, very soon. They must be, instead of galloping down the road, they must be walking down the road really soft. But they will be here shortly, and thank you so much, and make sure you read.
We're speaking with Dr. Diane Gullett. She is the superintendent for Marion County Public Schools, and she is part of this wonderful Black Stallion reading event today. How did you get involved with this particular project for our public schools?
Well, it started last year, and we're really appreciative of the Ocala Horse Alliance to partner with us, not just for educating our students for equestrian careers and for hobbies, of course, but to ignite a love of learning of reading. And reading really does have an impact on all subject areas and all careers. So we're really excited about this partnership.
And reading is very important, and when you give something to the children and the students, they really open up their minds, and you never know what kind of careers that they're going to have a passion for.
No, absolutely. And just listening to a lot of our guests today with the Ocala Horse Alliance and having them talk to the students directly about the opportunities that exist that they may not be aware of, right? If they haven't had exposure to that. So not just the reading, but what reading can offer them, and again, those experiences they can have in the field and in their future.
And through reading, that will also instill in them a love of writing, because sometimes you just have to write down whatever you feel in your heart, and this is so important in that aspect.
Yes, again, yeah, absolutely. Reading impacts writing, and impacts all subject areas: social studies, science, mathematics. And so being able to comprehend high-level text and being able to have an understanding of context is really going to be important, whatever field they choose to go into. Absolutely.
Even I had no idea you could earn so much putting horseshoes on.
Right? Neither did I, and I just heard that they can earn even more than we heard today.
Yeah, I heard that too.
A lot of great opportunities in career in the career field here, and as the industry continues to grow. We're already the horse capital of the world, but this is just continuing to blossom and turn into a lot of different careers.
Yeah.
So really exciting, really exciting.
Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Gullett, and we really appreciate all you do for the students and all of the Marion County Public Schools. So thank you so much for your giveness to everyone.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank
indeed.
you.
Thank you.
Long time at all. And the best part of all is that they're sweet, like giant golden retrievers. And they love to kiss you, and they love to hug you, and they love to be petted on. And not only do they drive, but you can ride them, you can jump them, you can do dressage with them, and they especially love little kids. Anybody have any questions for me? How much do they eat? A lot. What's your question? That's a really good question. Because he's 16 hands, 0.1. Do you know what a hand is? Okay, so the way we measure horses, is a hand. And in the olden days, they would just measure a hand like this, but what a hand equals today is 4 inches. So he's 16 times 4 plus 1, if anybody can do that math, and she's 15.3. Well, both of these were foaled here in Florida. Oh, we measure, that's a good question. You measure from here, which is the wither. It measures from here to the ground. So she's 15.3, she's 15, oh, I said she was 15.1. She's 15.3, he's 16.1.
Boys and girls, I'm going to commit to you guys are going to read your books in May, and I'm going to commit to rereading this with you in May. I have 2 boys and girls. Miss, where are they? There we go. I've got Miss Emily and David. They have a thank you for the Gypsy horses as well, that all of our 4th grade students have signed.
Thank you. This is a note from 4th grade. Thank you.
Thank you. And boys and girls, distinguished guests, thank you so much. And Miss, we are so thankful to you guys for bringing them to us. We have the most glorious sport. May I? Hi, Precious. I don't want to upset. So Miss Candy and Mr. Dave and your entire crew, thank you guys for joining us today. And we do want to take some pictures.
She's sniffing your purse. Oh.
I was wondering. I've been around. I just started. I don't know if I'm going to have time. We still got a whole day's work to do. I love it. So amazing. They're like,
yeah, playing. All right, y'all. Well, let's go home and get out of the way, okay? I like those shorts. She's tall enough to be a medium, but she's not like big enough. But like the smalls are too short here. But yeah, they're a little. Yeah, you guys ready? Ready to go home? This is not about us.
Good job.
Now that was fun.
Oh yeah, what a fabulous day today. Wow.
You got kissed by a horse.
Oh yeah, that was exciting. Whiskey. He was Whiskey, and his partner is called Lizzie Rose. They're beautiful Varner horses, Gypsy Varner horses.
So we're going to put some text at the end of this so you have information to look up the program that we were featuring today, the Black Stallion program.
Yeah, this is just so great for the children. All of the 4th grade students got to pose with the horses. They all got to ask questions, and they're all getting a book called The Black Stallion.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to read it. All right, take care, be good, don't forget to write. Remember,
writing is very important.
And the world, after all, it does spin fine.
On her own.
While the rest of the world was spinning, I'll be down by the ocean swimming with sand between my toes and sunlight in my hair. I just gotta get away for now. Gotta chill and renew. The world spins fine on her own. Yeah, the world spins sun was setting and the rest of the world was getting their dose of nightly news. I couldn't help but laugh at the thought that I once was with them. Then I suddenly knew